So these are the DJI Mini Mics. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a sound test comparison between what I'm wearing, which is the DJI Mic 2, and these, which are the DJI Mic Minis. I'm filming this on the Osmo Pocket 3, and because of that, we're getting Osmo audio, so 48 kilohertz. And then once I've compared the Mic 2 to the Mic Mini on the Pocket 3, I'm going to compare the sound quality from the iPhone. So I'm going to plug in the transmitter into the iPhone, which will give us the 48 kilohertz, and then I'm going to take the transmitter out and run it just off Bluetooth. So when you connect it to Bluetooth, you're only getting 16 kilohertz, so significantly lower quality, but this is going to be a microphone test of the new Mic Mini. I'm trying to keep this video nice and short, so I'm going to show you what's inside this, and we're going to treat that as a test for the Mic 2. So 245 bucks gets you this. You can spend a little bit less. 125 gets you one transmitter and one receiver and a little charging thing to charge it up, but this is what I'd recommend. 245 Australian dollars. You get the charging case, charge off the back there, and inside you get a transmitter, and as you can see here, it plugs directly into your phone, straight into the bottom, just like that. And you've got even a little bit of a gain control here, and a little 3.5mm thing so you can hear it back too. It also has on the back pass-through charging, which is pretty cool. So you can also charge it while you're using it, or charge your phone while you're using it. What else? Size. So we'll do a little bit of a size comparison, and then you've also got magnets on the back, which are really hard to show you because they're so small, but there you go. 10 grams, so it weighs absolutely nothing. Inside the case, you can actually fit the cable, so they're connected to the camera if you're going to be using these with the camera. But yeah, that's it. Charging indicator on the front, and that is the test for the Mic 2. So now I'm going to switch over to the Mic Minis and give you a little comparison. So here it is, Mic Mini. This is going to be the audio test portion of it. I'm just going to hold it here in my fingers before I attach it to my lapel to compare the difference between this and the Mic 2. I know a lot of people like to hold their Mic 2 like this, like a mini microphone. So it's going to be a little bit different when you're holding the mini mic because it's just so small. I mean, you can barely see it there in my fingers, but things that are different, well, the Mic Mini doesn't have the USB-C charging port. It doesn't have a physical recording button, and then it also has no internal recording storage. So that's something to note if you like filming interviews or if you like laying the audio over the top of the video in post. It still comes with a magnet. It still comes with the clip. It's also just so much smaller. I know it's called the Mini, but 10 grams versus, I mean, this is over 20 grams for this Mic 2. And now I'm going to put it onto my lapel and we can compare some of the audio there. So this is how it would sound if it's mounted to your lapel. Now I'm going to attach the transmitter to my iPhone and see how that sounds. And then here it is. We've got the DJI Mic Mini connected to my iPhone with the receiver through the USB-C port. If you do have an older iPhone, you will have to purchase the lightning adapter separately because it doesn't come with it in the packet as part of this $245 combo. But you'll notice the audio quality is super impressive. Of course, if you're doing things like plugging in lapels and running cables and wanting to charge the microphone on its own, then there's definitely an advantage to that Mic 2. But for now, for what we're doing with just simply attaching this to lapel or holding in your hand, no real issue with the Mic Mini. Now we've tested it with the receiver connected to the iPhone. I want to show you guys the difference between how this sounds and how it sounds when I take that receiver out and run this little transmitter through the Bluetooth on the phone. There's a pretty significant drop off in audio quality, and I wouldn't really recommend doing that, but I've got to show you guys the difference. So now I've switched over to just using the Bluetooth on the DJI Mini Mic, and as you can probably tell, the sound quality has dropped significantly. It definitely doesn't sound as good as it did when the receiver was plugged into the iPhone. So I wouldn't really recommend doing this, but there is definitely some convenience of only having to carry around this little 10-gram pebble of a microphone. So here's what the microphone sounds like on the iPhone without the Mini Mic connected. There's definitely an advantage to using the Mini Mic, especially if you're shooting from a longer distance away. But if you're simply holding the camera and vlogging and you don't want to have a receiver connected, then you're kind of better off just using the iPhone because it has pretty decent audio. So that's it for my little audio test on the new DJI Mic Mini. I'm back on the Mic 2. I'm back on the Pocket 3 now. I am quite impressed by this Mic Mini. Of course, there's a big advantage to the Mic 2. You can plug in a lapel and you can also charge it with its own USB-C cable. It has internal recording. It's a more professional grade product, but for content creators, that Mic Mini could be, and I reckon it is, the best option. If you guys want to see a full review, please let me know and we can host something over at the main Man of Many YouTube channel. And you can also check out my full review of this mic mini at manofmany.com right now. And then finally, if you have any comments or questions about the DJI Mic Mini or the DJI Mic 2, please let me know down in the comments and I can address them there.